Namaste and welcome to Live, Love, Engage, coming to you live via StreamYard today instead of recorded on Zoom. Yes, I'm trying something new today because I love the branding I can do. So we're just trying it out. I want to talk to you today, as the title of this says, it's about valuing your self-worth. And I wanted to share with you a little story about something that happened to me yesterday, and how I think one thing to keep in mind is that we all go through this. I've been doing a lot of work on myself over the years, and I've pride myself on making progress, and yet still every so often something will happen that triggers me, and it triggers my limiting beliefs about myself, that I'm not enough, that I'm not worthy. And sure enough, it happened yesterday. However, I was able to flip it around fairly quickly. But let me set the stage for you. Excuse me. I am a business owner, and for those of you who may not know me, I provide copywriting services for small business owners. And one of my clients is an accountant, and he hires me from time to time to write emails for him to sort of change accountingese into English so that it's easier for his clients to understand things that he wants to communicate. So we've been working together for a while, and he is helping now his clients prepare grant applications for some organizations, local counties, are in particular here in Florida, for instance, are offering COVID-19 CARES Act funding, some grants, and these are monies that you don't have to repay. And so we decided to work out actually a barter arrangement where he would submit, put together the application and submit it to apply for me to be awarded a grant. And then in return, I will do some more email writing for him. Win-win, right? Well, everything was going well until I was reading up on the process of applying for the grant. And it's asked you to show, in particular, how the pandemic has hurt your business. I started thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't know. Has it really hurt my business? I mean, certainly I haven't made as many sales this year as I had intended, but can I blame the pandemic for that, or should I blame me for that? So I had this real crisis of confidence, I guess, and just feeling like there are other businesses out there that are more deserving of this money. Brick and mortar businesses in particular, people like hairdressers, let's say, in restaurants, they had to shut down their businesses, and they were out of work and for a long time. My business is online, so I felt like there are more people, other businesses are more worthy to be deserving of these funds than I. So I sat with that for a minute, and I'm like, is that really the truth, Gloria? Are you really not worthy? Granted, you don't have a brick and mortar business, and haven't you been impacted by the pandemic? Certainly not in some ways that other people have, but it's been stressful. For one thing, okay, I'm very, very grateful that none of my family members have been sick. And my dogs decide to bark, of course, when I'm in the middle of doing this. Oh. There we go. I muted it for a moment. It's always the way. Anyway, where was I with this? Okay. Have I been affected by the pandemic? Well, yes, it's been stressful. I haven't been able to go to different networking meetings. Granted, some of them have moved online, but it's different. I'm not able to have that face-to-face communication with people. My husband has been working from home, and for a while my daughter was working from home as well when she was here. So there's more people in the house when I'm used to working alone, having the house by myself for the whole day. That's a little different. Okay, again, granted, in the grand scheme of things, it's not horrendous, but it still affected me. It has still affected my mental health to some degree. And also, I realized concretely that there have been businesses that I haven't been able to, that haven't decided to work with me, or decided not to work with me, let's say, because they didn't want to invest the money right now because they're struggling. They're having trouble retaining their own clients, and they've got to prioritize their budgets, including their marketing budget. So, yeah, all in all, at the end of the day, I realized that there's no harm in applying for this grant. I may not get it, and that's perfectly fine. But to say that I'm not worthy to apply for the grant, that's just wrong. No, I absolutely am worthy because, number one, I'm worthy because I'm alive. I'm worthy because I am a business owner. And that's really all there is to it. Those two things. I'm alive. I am a human being existing in this world right now. And I do have a business. And for the ones in the county, I do business in that county. So I am qualified to apply for it. So my lesson in all of this for you is, when you have, because let's face it, there are going to be times when something is going to come up for you and you're going to feel perhaps that you're not worthy of something. You're not worthy to receive or to be something. But know that you are. Just by the fact that you are alive, you are enough and you are worthy. Know that. Know that. I really encourage you to just, if you need to journal about it a little bit or meditate about it, pray about it, whatever you need to do. But say some affirmations. I'm having more ideas coming into my head here that God is trying to tell me. But know that you are absolutely worthy. You've just got to believe it. And maybe that requires working with someone like myself who can help you along that way to be able to show you the ways that you are worthy. Because sometimes we don't see it. Sometimes we just don't see it. We don't appreciate the brilliance that we have, the things that come naturally to us that are struggles for other people. We don't see it because it is natural for us. So sometimes that requires working with someone else who can help you see that, because a lot of times we have these blinders on. All right, I think that's all I wanted to share with you today. So value your self-worth. You are worthy. Value yourself. You are worthy. That's going to do it for me. This is Gloria Grace Rand, encouraging you, as always, to live fully, love deeply, and engage authentically.